Hiyangtham Krishna Kumari. Aina takjagadoriba class 3 and 4 gi English subject. Hello children. Today we are going to learn a new lesson for class 4 and the lesson is lesson number 19. The name of the lesson is Manitomba is no more idle. So children, would you like to come to school daily? That means every day. Oh, that's very good. You all like to come to school every day. But in this lesson, Manitomba does not want to go to school every day. So now let's read the chapter. Manitomba is no more idle. So the title suggests, or the title itself means that Manitomba is no more idle. Idle means what? Being lazy. So now Manitomba is no more lazy. So the topic is Manitomba is no more lazy now. So children, let's read the chapter. Manitomba was a 6-year-old boy. He did not like to go to school. He did not like his books also. He was fond of playing only. So Manitomba was a 6-year-old boy and he did not like to go to school. He did not even like his books. That means he does not want to study at all. And he was fond of playing only. The thing he just wanted to do was just playing. Manitomba na kay khatang no pami se du dia. Sanaba khaktane ba. School chatpa lairik pa badi ma kay dogdra tongning haiba. What a nice day. I shall play the whole day. Why should I go to school? Manitomba said to himself. So Manitomba said to himself that it was a nice day and I shall play the whole day, and why should he go to school on that what? Nice day. So he just wanted to play the whole day and he did not like to go to school on that particular day. Manitomba then saw Lily. He said, "Hello Lily, what a fine day. Come, let's play." So Manitomba saw Lily, that means his friend, and he asked her, "What a fine day, Lily. Come, let's play." "No, no, Manitomba, I am going to school. I must learn my lesson. I cannot be late," said Lily. But Lily answered that, "No, Manitomba, I am going to school, so I cannot play with you." So what? Lily refused Manitomba to play with him. Manitomba was disappointed. Then he saw a crow. So Manitomba was disappointed. Disappointed means feeling sad. Mathwai nungaitre ba. So he then saw a crow. Kwak ama ure ko mana. So, "Hello little crow, come and let's play together," he said to the crow. So Manitomba asked the little crow to play with him. "No, I have no time. In fact, I am very busy. I am collecting worms for my babies. They are hungry. I cannot waste my time. Goodbye," the crow said and flew away. The same thing happened to the crow also. The crow said, "No, I have no time. In fact, I am very busy. I am collecting worms for my babies." The crow said to Manitomba that he was very busy and he was collecting worms for his babies. So he cannot waste his time playing with Manitomba, and he just bade goodbye to Manitomba and flew away. Pai greba kwak to ko ai thabayam sili ai cha singi machinjak thiba lakpani ai nanga matam manghan ba yararoi ai matam leite haramaga kwak to su kaidau kreba pai kre haba. Then there came a bee. It was flying from flower to flower. So there came a bee after the crow had what? Flown away. So the bee was flying from flower to flower. "Good morning, bee. What a beautiful day. Come and let's play together," Manitomba said. So Manitomba said, or Manitomba greets good morning to the bee, and he asked him, or he asked the bee to play with him. No, friend, I must not be idle. I must collect honey from flower, said the bee. So the bee answered, no, friend, I must not be idle. That means I must not be what? Lazy. I must collect honey from flowers. Manitomba felt very sad. Manitomba then saw some ants. Each of them was carrying a grain of rice. Hello ants, good morning. Why are you so busy on such a beautiful day? Come with me and let's play. You do your works afterwards. So, the bee had also refused Manitomba's what? Idea about playing. Manitomba felt very sad and again he saw some ants and the ants were carrying a grain of rice. So he greeted the ants good morning and said, why are you people so busy on such a beautiful day? Come, let's play with me and you can do your work later. But the ants replied, no, no, dear boy, there is no time for us to waste. We must gather our food. If we waste our time now, we will not have anything to eat in the rainy season. The ants then went away very fast with their loads. So, the ants replied, no, they cannot play with Manitomba. There is no time for them to waste, and because they must gather their food before the rainy season came. If they did not gather their food during what? Or on time, they will not have anything to eat in the rainy season. So by saying this, the ant went away very fast with their loads. Loads means grain of rice which they were carrying. Manitomba now began to think, what? No one is idle. The girl, the crow, the bee and the ants were so busy. Only I am idle. Then I also cannot be idle. I must do my duty in the right time. So Manitomba now began to think, or he now realizes that what? No one is idle. That means no one is lazy. That means the girl, the crow, the bee and the ants, they are so busy. Only he was what? The lazy one. And he also thought that he also cannot be idle or lazy and he must do his duty in the right time. So now Manitomba had realized that he was the only one or only person who was lazy. I will not be lazy anymore. From that day, Manitomba gave all his time in his lessons. He played only in the playtime. He began to learn his lessons well. He found great joy in doing his sums and reading his lessons. Manitomba soon became a hard-working student. So children, from that day, Manitomba gave all his time in his study and he played only in the playtime. And he began to learn his lessons well, and he just found great joy in doing his sums and reading his lessons. So now Manitomba became a hard-working student. So we have already learned that how Manitomba realized himself that being lazy is not a good thing. So he must not be lazy. So he realized himself and he just paid attention to his lesson and he now played only in his playtime. So children, we must not be idle. Okay. Now we have already finished the explanation of the lesson. So now it's time for new words and its meanings from the lesson. First word, idle, which means lazy or being lazy. Second word, fond, having a liking. So Manitomba was fond of playing only. Okay children. Third word, disappointed, let down of hope or sad, feeling sad. Fourth word, gather, to collect. So the bees and the crow were busy collecting worms and the bees were collecting honey. Gather means collecting things. Fifth word, waste. To spend time idly or byproduct. In this particular lesson, we should mean or we should say to spend time idly. Waste means. But in other word, waste means byproducts. Okay, children? We have already done the new words and their meanings. Now, let's do an activity. For today's activity, I'll give you some sentences and the words in each sentence are not in the proper order. Fazana properly order taude haba. So, the thing you have to do is you have to arrange them in their proper order and rewrite the sentence. Okay. So, the sentences are, first sentence, shall be never idle I. You got it? Second sentence, mother my busy is. Third sentence, fails and boy idle examination in the. Fourth sentence, study time in play do not I. Fifth sentence, Manitomba good became a boy. So children, these are the sentences in which the words are not in proper order. So you have to rewrite them in proper order. So let me do one sentence as an example. So the first sentence, shall be never idle I. So, the sentence in proper order of the words is I shall never be idle. You got it, children? The sentence is I shall never be idle. So, like this, you try to do the remaining sentences in your own. Okay, children? Now, we have already completed the lesson Manitomba is no more idle. So, let's meet you in the next lesson.